guest whose voice, example, exemplary work as an educator, and trailblazer of a Filipina, the one who stood out for me in the whole program was Miss Sabrina Ongkiko. She shared with us the background that she studied in Ateneo and she was pursuing biology. I guess she was that was being earmarked for a medical degree, but things happened, things happened in her life that eventually made her shift gears, and she decided to pursue education instead. What makes it exemplary is that Teacher Sab could have easily taught abroad, or she could have chosen a private institution here locally, but she rather decided to dedicate her life's work to the public schools here in the Philippines. So the first, she said, if you're okay, she said, if you are living a life or your state in life is okay, don't forget others, she said. Find a way to pull others up. So she gave an example about this student in her class who graduated salutatorian of grade school, I believe, or high school. Basta salutatorian siya. And when she eventually moved up to the next department, as expected, this particular student was placed in the honor section, section 1. And in that class, there are like 50 students. And if you are in the honor section, diba? Competition yan. To each his own, right? But this particular student, a female student, realized that most of her classmates, I'm guessing in the other sections, not in the star section, actually don't know how to read. High school na to. And so she made it an effort out of her own volition. It's not like she was being paid for it or there were extra points. But she, on the side, helped out her classmates who were struggling to read. The point was, when the exam day came, this teacher student, the salutatorian, who out of her own generosity taught, I don't know how she taught reading to her friends who were struggling, she got one of the highest scores in the test, as expected. But one of her students or mentees, who was at the very bottom, pool of grades before, because of her guidance, this particular student or mentee of hers also got one of the highest scores. She mentioned, sometimes we think that we're the only ones who have the capacity to teach them. Diba? That dahil tayo yung teacher, dahil tayo yung magulang, or dahil tayo yung adult, tayo lang yung source ng karunungan. But in that particular moment, this student became my teacher. And I totally understand and get what she's saying. That every day you enter a class, or in my case, whenever I accompany a retreat or a leadership program, I come prepared. But the things that you prepared is just like an impetus, or it's just like a stimulus for something even greater and deeper. Especially when whatever universal lesson, whatever universal precepts that you're going to teach in the retreat, in class, or in whatever leadership workshop, that actually, mas nagkakaroon ng buhay at mas nagiging totoo siya pag narinig mo yung kwento ng bata at na isa sa buhay nila yung mga tinuro natin. If you are okay, or if my mom would say it in a similar way, like, be grateful if people come to you, for help, or ask for advice, or ask for whatever form of guidance or help, because you're in a position to give. When you are in a position to give, not just through things or money, but when you are in a position to give your time, in that case, the child, her expertise in reading, right? Time, talent, treasure, then please use it to pull other people up. We enjoy certain freedoms that we take for granted. Like she mentioned, during the pandemic, maybe most of us who are watching, I'm guessing the fact that you have internet, the fact that you have a gadget to watch this, I'm assuming you're the kind of person who has the freedom to request for Grab delivery of food. You can even choose what restaurant you want, what food you want to order. You have the freedom to choose. But Sam was saying most of my students can't choose. And there are days that they don't even have anything to eat. And they just pray to God that tomorrow, nanay and tatay would have something to earn, or magkakaroon ng ayuda, or some generous random stranger would give me something to eat, or a classmate would share his or her food, you know? And so she said, if you have the freedom to choose, maybe most of us might think during the pandemic, for example, there wasn't any freedom. There wasn't even, freedom to get out of your room or your house. And yet she said, it might seem like you didn't have freedom, but you still had freedom to watch whatever you wanted to watch on your devices. You still had the freedom to actually ask for or to request for delivery of whatever food, whatever restaurant you choose. When most Filipinos, millions of Filipinos, not just during the pandemic, but up to this day, they can't choose. Umaasa na lang, di ba? Na sana bukas may makain kami. How do you use your freedom? She said, how can you use your freedom to free the unfree? Think about your own vocation, whether you are working within the corporate setting or the medical field, or you have a law degree, or you're an engineer, you're a parent. Whatever field you are currently representing, how can you use that to free somebody else, to free the unfree? Bumaba ka, get down, bumaba ka sa level nila para maiangat mo rin sila, no? Which reminds me of my everyday experience also in facilitating different retreats and psycho-spiritual activities. If you stay up there, yakking all day long about, principles and all the knowledge you have about whatever, no? Give it 5 seconds, 10 seconds. You will lose the interest of the people who are listening to you. Because, syempre parang, so what, no? Who cares? Or, okay, ang galing mo, good job. But if you go down to their level, go down and listen, go down and give other people a chance to speak first, then, and you earn that trust, and they know you're listening, in that sense, it begins there. You go down to that level. And when I say go down, it's not a condescending way of saying I'm better than you, but to go down to their level means, set aside first your personal agenda. Because you're not the only teacher here. You're not the only one from whom, lessons and good things can come from. You are just as valuable as everybody else here. No matter how young, no matter how poor, no matter how illiterate, no matter how disempowered that person may be, if you just go down, get down from your high horses or get down from your throne, you might realize that there are many things that you still don't know, and that they might know better than you because of life's experiences and difficulties, right? Bumaba ka sa level na iyon para sana maiaangat mo rin sila.